What's going on, guys? Chris here and welcome to a new Destiny video. Today we're taking a look at the top 5 PvP exotic weapons in Destiny. I've based this list on how good the weapon itself is and what the alternatives are. There will be some comparison between the weapons as they fill some of the same roles, but overall I based the alternatives on the legendary variants of weapons, such as the legendary auto rifles versus the exotic auto rifles. The gameplay you're watching is a 20 kill streak with the Hawkmoon and my machine gun. I hope you guys do enjoy that. I unfortunately couldn't fit gameplay of all these weapons into one video since my PC is still broken and I have to use the built-in PS4 capture card. So without further ado, let's just get into it, and I want to start off with an honorable mention, and that goes to the last word. The issue with this gun is that it is such a specialty weapon. It's very strong in close quarters, probably the very strongest weapon in close quarters of any weapon in the game except for of course shotguns. The issue is that it's just not effective outside of close range. You can use it in medium range if you're tap firing, but in that case you really want something else than the last word. The gun is just way too specified to make it onto the top 5, and therefore the Suros regime made it onto the top 5 instead of the last word, even though I was very skeptical. But the Suros regime gets the number 5 spot. It's a very strong mid-range auto rifle with very solid perks. The healing and the extra damage in the bottom of the magazine is extremely strong. However, the benefits of this are very limited in comparison to what you get from other exotic weapons that dominate in the mid-range. The reason I actually didn't want to put this on is because it does get dominated by 2 of the weapons on this list in the mid-range combat. But the fact that it is a very noob-friendly gun, so to speak, and it is still an extremely strong auto rifle, gets it on here. There would have been absolutely no doubt in my mind if we could have picked between something else than focus fire, so we could actually switch it on and off sometimes, like we could with the Abyss Defiant, because focus fire actually lowers the DPS, making it less ideal for PvP. On to the number 4 spot, we have the Plan C. This exotic fusion rifle is ideal if you want to use a scout rifle or a hand cannon. It allows you to switch very quickly over to a secondary and just burst someone down instantly. It's like having a shotgun fusion rifle in your secondary slot. Even though the weapon can sometimes be used as a primary if you really love fusion rifles, it's not really recommended since it's basically built around being a secondary. But even if you want to use it just like a regular fusion rifle, it is very strong. The stability is great and the charge times are very low. However, what keeps this weapon from raking it further up is overall the utility of a primary exotic in PvP is just higher than a secondary. Number 3 on the list is going to be Thorn. This is one of those weapons that dominate the Suros in mid-range due to it having 2-shot potential. The damage over time is extremely strong. The amount of times I've been killed by the Mark of the Devourer is insane. And the constant 2-shot kill potential is very strong. You can just hang back, get 2 headshots, get out of there, and they will die. You also have very good perk selections. You can choose between perfect balance and send it so you can focus on range or stability, making this hand cannon extremely strong. It is a very strong contender for the best exotic weapon as well as the best hand cannon. However, in my opinion, it is beaten out by the Hawkmoon, which makes it on to number 2. The Hawkmoon is just a fantastic weapon overall, capable of getting 2-shot kills even without 2 headshots if you do get lucky. If you get extremely lucky, you can even get a 1-shot kill, but that is so extremely rare. It basically requires the game to put all of the extra damage into one bullet, which just happens so rarely. But the potential is there and it is extremely strong. Of course, the gameplay you are watching is of the Hawkmoon, and you can see why it is so strong. It dominates everything in the mid-range tiers. However, the Hawkmoon is a skilled person's weapon. If you're not comfortable with the recoil and have a tough time hitting those consistent headshots, something like the Suros regime will be better for you. But the Hawkmoon can just kill so extremely fast that it makes it onto the number 2 spot for that reason. It is however beaten out by the Vex Mythoclast. The high fire rate and the high damage of the Vex Mythoclast makes it an absolute monster in close quarters combat. The range is also very decent, however it does have the issue of very high recoil, but once you get used to the recoil there is really no parallel to the Vex Mythoclast. The kill times are very fast, the magazine size is good, damage is fantastic. For any close range map, the Vex Mythoclast is my weapon of choice, and the only maps I don't really use it on are maps like First Light, Bastion, and even Shores of Time. It also allows for great secondary utility, as you can pick a sniper and still be effective, you can pick a shotgun and still be effective, while other guns, they can feel very clunky in close quarters, like the Hawkmoon sometimes does. Pretty much locking you on a shotgun. And that's another thing I really love about the Mythoclast. You can focus on just having a close quarters build, or you can make an all-around great class. So that is my list of the top 5 PvP exotics in Destiny. If you did enjoy, please leave a like and let me know what exotic is your favorite PvP weapon in the game. And if you're new, feel free to subscribe. I put up lots of Destiny content. So I hope to see you guys on my future videos. Peace out.